Hey folks, I'm Vixen. Today we're going to take a look at Dungeon 3 by Rimforge Studio. So it is what we call a dungeon keeper like, who will play as an evil dungeon master, who will try to manage his dungeon properly despite the assault of the force of good, the annoying force of good I should say. Anyway, the game feels like an improvement over the previous opus, and it's truly kinda cool to build your own dungeon. Yet, we've got a few flaws also. The UI is not very good, but when you've got the shortcut memorized, it's just working quite well. The humor is also, let's say, not to my liking. It's just filled with reference to pop culture, which are just dragging you out of the game, and when they are trying to do jokes, they are just slapping your face with a joke, which is not the best way to do it. It's making the campaign, which is already pretty sluggish, barely sufferable to me. They are giving you upgrade and toy to play with at a rate which is just really too slow. It's just making some of the mission quite boring. Yet what is redeeming everything is the skirmish mod. It is really good. You can play it co-op. You've got huge map to build your dungeon on. There is 3 sub mod which are going to enable you to experience this map differently. There is also element of randomization on map, so you can play games which are going to be a bit different each time. And this is what we are going to play today. Okay, so let's just try to choose a good map. We've got 3 size of maps, so we are going to go for the biggest one. We're going to go for the Overfilledville size. We've got also the sub-mod I was speaking of earlier, so we've got Skirmish, which is I think the closest to what we're going to find in the campaign, so we are probably going to go for this one. We've got also the Endless mod, which is basically the My Little Dungeon mod of Dungeon Keeper, so you have got all the time you want and you can build your dungeon however you want. And we've got the wave mod, the survive mod here, which is going to give you a number of waves to survive to. So what we can see on the top here is a map of the Otherworld, where you're going to exit when you are not in your dungeon. It is a STR part of the game, we'll just see that a bit later on. And we've got a bunch of locations which are belonging to goods. If you, we'll just see about that a bit later, but we are going to exit here. There is a boss which is going to be, let's say, over there, and we'll just see that in game. Nonetheless, we are going to go with normal difficulty. I might die, but we don't really care. We are going to begin with a bit more resource. I can show you a bit more things, and it's going to make the game a bit faster. We are going to also give us more resource, and surprise is interesting. It's going to give you things to discover underground, so we are going to let it in. And we are also going to see here there is a randomize option here, which is going to change the overworld, not the underworld, just overworld here. So we can change the location where we're going to exit on the overworld. We are going to change the location where the boss are and the different location here. So let's just try to find something interesting, which is not going to be too difficult to handle. So we need the boss to be as far as possible. Not too bad. We might want to go for this. So if we were to go for co-op, it is just over there, quite easy to access. So let's just begin. Alright, so this is our art of the dungeon. This is the most important thing to protect. If it is destroyed, you lose. We've got also a hero here, which is called Talia. She's a hero of the main campaign, and we can upgrade her, we can have her become very strong, but we'll just see about that later on, because as you can see, I've got a timer on the left. I've got 15 minutes before the enemies just come and try to destroy us. So they're going to enter by this little, let's just say it is over there, this little door over there, which is going to give us an opportunity to go outside as well. And you can see that I've got 2 maps down there. It is very efficient. It is a good way to navigate through your different locations. It's really useful. So let's just try to be efficient. I need to get a bit of gold. It's going to be stored over there. We need to begin to build a dungeon quite quickly. As I was saying, they're going to come quickly as well. And here we've got a dungeon which is going to be, let's say, dungeon of good, which is going to attack us as well. It is just spawning enemies. So let's see. Enemies are going to come from this direction and this direction. So what we might want to do is we're going to save a bit of space to make a guard room over there. But basically I want to slow them a bit more than that. So we'll try to change a bit the layout of the access here. But first thing first, we need a place where to put our creatures. We've got a bit of space here, it seems to be relatively safe, so we're going to try to make a room. It's working very similarly to the Dungeon Keeper, it's working quite well. And there is quite a bunch of things which has been improved as well, which are very nice and which we will see just a bit later on. So we're going to make another room over there to give food to our creatures. And what we need to do right now is to research a bunch of room, or we will not be able to do anything. So I've got a bunch of currency here. I've got gold, I've got mana and evilness, which is basically the currency you are going to use to research stuff. So let's just research a bunch of things. So we've got a few things which are unlocked, like the workshop and the treasure, but what we need right now is a hideout for our creatures and a gobbler farm, which is going to give us chicken and hands. So let's just begin by adding one of these. It's not finished, but will just be a beginning, and add a bunch of these as well, so we can begin to recruit creatures. If we take a look at the top left here, we've got the workers here, which we can have more later, and we've got the creatures here, which we are going to be able to welcome here. So we've got 5. So we'll need to let's see, we've got orcs and goblins, which we are going to be able to upgrade later on, but for now, just begin with these. I'm going to try to add a bunch more to our dungeon, and what we are going to do is that we are going to do right away outside of the dungeon, because we need to do something very important. So I'm going to select everybody. Here we go, and I'm going to drop them on the gate so they can begin their exploration out there. All right, so they are going to exit the dungeon. All right. And when I'm in the dungeon, I can just grab them and drop them somewhere. But when I'm here, I can actually just select them and just move them like in any STR. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go that way. And we're going to try to size one interesting point over there, which is belonging to the goods. And this point is going to give us evilness, which I was saying is the currency to research stuff. So let's just try to destroy first these novices, which are basically healers. And we need to hurry before they kill Talia here. Now, let's just hurry and kill the second one. Okay, she's gone. So we should be able to deal with them quite quickly. So this point can be retaken by... Okay, let's just move away. Alright. So as I was saying, this point can be retaken by heroes, but the longer we get them, the more research point we're going to get. So it is important to size them quite quickly. Okay, so... here's a bench. Let's just pick them up and let's just go back to our base, because we've got other thing to do here now. Okay, let's go back here. So I'm going to just ask them to do so, and I'm going to not worry much more about them. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. Anyway, let's go back. We need to make this thing work, so let's just increase the size of the hideout here. It's going to cost a bit, and let's just add a bunch more of these. Alright, and what we need to do is keep digging for gold, because we are going to lack these quite quickly. What I love is that we can actually just refill areas, which is really nice. If we don't just want to keep the dungeon tidy.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Come on, guys, I'm barely back, and they are coming from the hero's gate, which is over there. We need to try to see if I can destroy these. I never tried. It's kind of a shame, but anyway, so they are going to attack my out of the dungeon right away as they're going to enter here, and I believe I should just drop my creatures here to be able to stop that to happen. Okay, so they're going to kill the hero quite quickly, and they can level up. It's going to be a trouble for me at some point, because creatures which are leveling up require some different resource. So I will need to make beer if I want them to not go on strike and not walk anymore. Okay, so I do not need these area to be much bigger, so I'm going to refill as quickly as I just dig. So I've got enough money. I should just research a bunch of updates. So I need more of these goblins here. I don't know what they are. They're not really goblins, but they could be imps. Alright, so we're going to add 2 more. We can also add a few more creatures here, but it is now I'm out of money, so it's not going to be very good. I can upgrade the level of Talia. I'm trying to go quick because there is no pause. The game is not going to pause when you are going to be in any of the screens, so it's quite difficult to just explain everything while not being killed. So I will try to speed up a bit. So the next thing we need to do is a way to build traps, because traps are absolutely awesome, and we'll need them to prevent enemies from getting in, because creatures are not going to be enough. Traps are the best, and we'll need 2 new rooms to do that. So let's just make a big one over there. It's going to be
Giant worm
important.
has nested in the dungeon.
Ah, not cool. Okay, let's just try to send a bunch of creatures to deal with that. I might want to try to recruit a few more. I would love to be able to recruit Naga, which is basically a healer. And we're going to get destroyed here because these are just so tough. Nah, we'll never have the time to recruit a Naga here. I hope we're not going to be utterly destroyed. Okay, it seems to be fine. Okay, so we've got a good room over there, but it's a little bit too big. Anyway, we are just going to try to build the workshop when it is possible. We need to have a bit more money, and to do that I need to ask them to actually find money. On each map there is a place where we can gather infinite money, which is quite good if you want to make your perfect dungeon, but we'll need to find it first. Okay, let's just try to dig a bit that way to see if there is anything of value. Okay, here we go, we've got a bunch more over there. Just dig as well. The thing is, if I go too far, it's going to take a bit of time to bring the money back. And here we've got a little book here, which is quite useful.
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
Wait a sec. Come on, guys, don't do it. Oh, come on, I slapped Talia. I didn't want to do that. It's a bit strange the way you've got two cursors here. You've got your hands and you've got your arrow over there. It's strange at first, but it's just working well. There is no issue with that. Not so much. So I was about to speak about this. So this is one of the artifacts you can actually get when you are finding this little area or fighting enemies and stuff. And you can give it to your characters. It's going to give them a perk. So now she can use a life leash ability, which is going to allow her to heal herself. So it is quite handy. And I've got plenty of evilness to spend, so let's just try to focus on the most important thing. So what we need, we need traps. So we need to research these, and to access these we need to unlock the guard room, and we need to unlock the Tinkerer cave. And what I should go is traps. I need traps. I should also try to add a brewery. Alright, and where do we want to go for next? More goblins could be useful, but I do not have the money. So the most important thing I need to go for is... I will just wait a bit. So we need to build these two areas. So the workshop here needs to be equipped with... is it not a workshop? I think it should be. Anyway, let's just go there. So we've got a machine we need to use to make this thing happen. So we are going to try to build one of these, but it is requiring... wait... I should have enough money now. Is the room not? Maybe I did not do what I wanted to do. Oh, my mistake. It is a hideout here, not what I was looking for. So I want to do the workshop. Let's just make a big workshop. It is going to be useful. It's going to produce crates, which are going to enable us to do other things, which are going to be quite important. And we need also to do the brewery soon. But let's just begin with the most important. We need traps to prevent these pestering heroes to destroy us. Let's take a look. Do we have more? Yes, we've got more gold to pick up here. We've got also mana, but mana is not going to be very useful until I've got spells, which is going to take a bit of time. I will also need a room to store my treasury. That's going to be important soon. Okay, so we've got maybe enough money to make this thing happen. Nope, we don't, but we should have some soon. Okay, good. So now we're going to add one of these machines, and let's just put it... I wonder. Okay, let's just put it over there. Meanwhile, let's just refill a few areas like this to make the room a bit better. And what I really love with this is that they are not going to let's say block themselves into areas which are just not easy to reach. They are going to, there is an order, so they are not going to do something if it is preventing them to do some other thing. It is perfect. When you just want to refill huge areas, they are just going to do it smartly, which is not so often. So it is really, really cool. Let's just refill these areas as well. And this one here. Okay, so we've got more gold here. We can find veins which are... oh, this one here, as I was about to say. We can find veins which are going to be much better than others. So what we're going to do here, we're going to increase a bit the size of the little area here, and we're going to try to make a little treasure room to prevent these goblins, these imps, from just going too far. So we are going to make a little, let's say, treasure room here. So, see, because they are just so slow when they are transporting money here. So let's just try to make just a little one. And we need to be able to dig from all sides, because we can have 4 imps max around these. And we want to make it efficient. But I don't have so much imps, so I will need to unlock as much as possible whenever it's possible. Alright, so we've got a nice little area to store money. We've got a little bit of money over there, so let's just try to begin to expand a bit more. And what we need right now is a Tinkerer cave. A big one. Okay, is it big enough? For now it will be fine. We'll just finish it a bit later on. Okay, it's finished. Then we'll need to get quite a bunch of these crates, which are produced in the workshop. As you can see, there is somebody here, which is... Oh, come on, guys. What do we have here? We've got dwarves, priests, and rangers. Okay, should be fine. How many units do I have? I've got 7 creatures, which are going to be ready to greet them. Well, hopefully. Just drop them here, so we can surprise them. Oh, come on. Did I not? Just drop them all here, if I can. There is an issue here. Do I have no creatures? No, I don't have any. That's stupid. I thought it was the case, but I was just reading the workers thing. It's not going to be well done here. We are lacking units. Come on, guys, hurry. We need more money and more goblins to deal with these guys. Talia is going to die if I'm not careful. Okay, let's just drop her somewhere else. I'm going to try to wait. Okay, we should be fine. We should not die, hopefully. But Talia is going to die. Yes, she died. We've got an extra orc which is going to come to reinforce this area. We'll need to pay for to come back, but we'll be fine. I don't need to do something about this access, it's just too easy. And we're going to be attacked by a large wave of hero in 30 seconds, so it's even worse. Just pay for Talia to come back. We need to also give her a few level up because she's not really good right now, so we're going to spend a bit of money on this. With the next level she will be able to summon shadows, which are going to be quite handy. Yet I do not have enough heaviness to do so, so we'll need to wait a bit more. Is it? Oh, it's a gold van. Good to know. Do I want to make a quick access here? I might. Temporarily here, at least. We've got a wave of hero which is going to attack my island of evilness over there. But I think I should be fine. Let's just keep recruiting to greet them properly. I need as much naga as possible to heal my people. Alright. Okay, so we are beginning to gather crates. I need to make one of these. I don't have enough money. It's going to come soon. Alright, so one of these machines is going to be sufficient to begin with. Alright, it's going to be built with one of my workers. Okay, good. So we've got the basics. We need to add an area for beer. Is it a vein? It is a vein, so it's not going to help us much here. I might want to do it here, but I could also keep the space to increase the size of the gobbler farm here. So what I might want to do is maybe dig that way and do the brewery here. Or I could do it on the other side and just stick around the... Nah, it's not going to work well. It is not really... It's not a tavern, it's just a brewery, so there's only a bunch of people which are going to walk in there. Let's just keep digging then. Not too far, I don't want to unleash an evil I would not be prepared to fight. Oh, here they come. Look at that. We've got same kind of. We've got a mage here, and they're going to take it back. Yes, they are. Good to know. So we're going to give Talia a few more powers, or I could just try to. There is a very handy thing here, which is improved Horde. So each of these levels is going to give you tougher units, and this is going to work quite well. Yet maybe I want to go for these instead. It's going to give my orcs quite a boost. I could also go with different things. Let's see. More creatures, obviously useful. But maybe I'm just going to go for the hide. They're going to be quite handy. They're going to survive a lot longer, and I will be able to heal them a bit better. Alright, and I think I've been spotting somewhere a book to give to one of my creatures. Yes, they are coming. We need to retrieve the Island of Evilness at some point, and we need to retrieve this box as well. Okay, here they come. Do we have enough money for a few more units? It would be nice. Another. Okay, good. Just bring them all here. Alright. Oh, come on. That's cool. Okay, hopefully Talia is going to be much more efficient. And these guys are going to be able to defeat this first wave. Because there is another one which is coming soon. So we need to be very, very careful. And we've got also a book here, which is going to be an armor bonus. So I should just give it to... You cannot stack 2 of these. I might want to make one of my healer stronger. So she's not going to be killed as easily. And she will level up a bit more. I did not level up my guys too much yet because they've been dying a bit, so it's not as easy. If I had a prison, I could just try to put these guys in there, and it would give me skeleton and evilness as well. It would be quite handy. I just don't have the tech yet, so we'll need to wait a bit. Nonetheless, do I really want to have this area here? I might want to just fill it back. You see, as I was saying, there is a priority here which is being done, and it is quite good. I quite love it. Yet, let's just take a look. I've got a little bit more space for a few more people, but not much more. The Tinker Cave should be working fine. The orcs are going to come and walk here. But I did not ask for any traps, so it is not yet possible. As you can see, I've got a good panel for the traps here. It is working a bit the same as the building panels. So we are going to add a bunch of doors. It is important to prevent these guys to come in too quickly. And we're going to also try to add a bunch of traps. But frankly, I should just change a bit the layout here. I should just prevent them from coming too fast. So maybe what I should do is make an axis, which is going to be going that way. We're going to do things like these. And a bit too far. Alright, a few more over there. And I'm just going to add a bit more. Oh, come on. Okay, let's just kill these spiders. Going to give us a bit more level ups, and we'll still need to refill the whole place though. And it has just changed a bit my plans as well. Come on, guys. I need to refill this area here. I want to just make them come a lot slower. I could add traps and stuff. But I need the space. Okay, let's just refill the whole place. We'll just
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Again? Okay, let's just send my troops to greet them. Meanwhile, I'm going to try to repair what happened here. Okay. Let's see.
Someone introduced themselves as a so-called horseman of the apocalypse the other day. I'm sure I still have his CV here somewhere. Looked a little emaciated though.
Okay, it should be a bit better that way. Okay, did they manage to deal with these enemies? It seems to be the case, but I'm still taking a lot of damage here. Okay, they died. Good. Now I've got a door. What is very, very cool with the traps is that they are going to be repaired by a creature. You don't really need to build them back. They are just going to be dealt with automatically, which is just perfect. Okay, so they are going that way, then that way, then that way, and they come back here. So I might want to not fill this area. Don't fill it. Destroy this. And when possible, I'm going to try to add as much traps as possible. I might want to just add one over there. Oh, it's not possible because of the unbreakable wall, but I can add one over there. And maybe a few of these here. When you've got a good line of defense, you can kill a lot of fighters before they reach your base, which is quite nice. No, wrong button here. I don't have enough box available. We'll need to make a lot more box than that if we want to make more traps. And I've got space. I could actually just add one more of these machine. Maybe over there. I'm keeping a bit of space because I actually need to store the box in there. And if you just take all the space, it tends to stop working. It's been happening to me. It is quite bothersome. Oh, we've been picking up a bit of mana over there. I definitely want to show you the spell, so I should try to build whatever I need to make it happen. Traps are going to take a bit of time, but I should have a bunch of orcs walking here. Let's take a look. Just add one more orc. So I've got 3 goblins, 2 orcs, and 2 nagas. Okay, fine. I might want to send all my troops out there to reclaim our island of evilness. When they are outside on the Otherworld, as I was about to say, they are actually eating and being paid automatically, which is quite handy. You don't need to bring them back. You just they're going to consume what they need. Okay, each time they're going to reclaim these areas, heroes are going to respawn to protect them. Except this time it's going to be a bit easier because I've got a much better troop of warriors. Yet we've been lagging a bit behind. We don't have so much evilness to unlock new things, so we need to pick up this one to begin with. These maps are quite long to complete, so we won't be able to go through the whole game on this video. Okay, let's just bring them back. I will not be able to attack any base with this kind of troops, so we need to come back and we need to make this place better. And we need to make this area a bit harder to cross, so we're going to go and do the same thing here. It's going to probably just give us more trouble, but... And we need to lock this area. So it is not going to be possible to lock it until I've got another access. You cannot actually just wall them in. It's not possible. The game is going to prevent you from doing so. What do we have here? Life improvement. Increase the creature life energy. Okay. Let's give it to... Oh, they are all outside, I think. Maybe they are in now. There you go. Let's just give it to Zartok. Here you go, Zartok. Oh, come on, Zartok, come back. Tough guy, so he's going to have a lot more else now, which is good for an orc. And let's see, the worst danger is always from outside. They are not going to spawn waves which are as big with the portal, but we need to be careful. We've got already a bunch of arrow traps and spike traps, which are going to help a bit, but it is not sufficient. So we'll try to build this thing back here. We'll try to add a few more traps. I should have now enough of these to keep going with it. Right, a little bit over there. Not enough gold. It's going to be trouble. I need to worry a bit about the gold because I did not worked on it so much, and I've been forgetting to increase a bit my work my workforce. Don't have enough of these little imps. And I've got too much task for them to do, so going to take a bit of time to... I know I should maybe try to build a little bit of these, just to store a bit. Temporarily here, of course. I'm going to reclaim this space for the goblin farms. Okay, much more efficient. I still need to protect this place. I need to... I could add a guard room here. And I could also add a bunch of doors as well, to prevent them from going too fast. Okay, do not have the money. Do not have the money. Good to know. I will need to add another one here. Now I can. Good. Alright. And I'm going to maybe... it's a pretty bad idea. But just make a guard room. It's a little one for now. And I will be able to put a few soldiers in there. And I was about to do the brewery when I've been attacked and stuff, so I need to do it now. I might have enough space here, let's just keep digging. Going to put it over there. It's big enough, I think. Because if I do not give them beer, they're going to go on strike. There might be a few which are already on strike. No, they're not. When they're on strike, they're going to come here with a little billboard and they're going to tell you they are not happy. And it's going to begin when they're going to reach level 4, I think. Oh wait, we need to refill these areas. What do we have here? Critical bonus. Epic. Okay, so it's quite good. I do want to give it to one of my goblin, I think. They're going to do a lot of damage with this. And do we have enough beds? Because there seems to be a bit on the edge. I'm going to try to increase this area a bit. As I was saying, it's working quite well as a dungeon keeper. It's going to get a bit rougher because I'm not fast enough. So I'm going to get destroyed quite soon. But it's working very, very well. Need more money. And I need more imps. I just remove that because this is a very bad idea. I'm going to be too late. Do not build it. I'm lacking too much money to build that right away. I need to focus on imps. So we can have more gatherers. I've got plenty of evilness now. I should just try to unlock a few things. So I could unlock better goblins, which is going to be handy as I've got plenty of goblins and orcs. So and what I should also... Oh, wow, they're going to... No, we are fine. So as you can see, there is a knowledgeable panel here. So when we're going to build this area, this little room, we're going to be able to unlock plenty of other perks to unlock with these creatures, which are not available yet. Are we being attacked? Now it's going to be soon. I can see them coming. But there are not too many yet. They might be getting tougher and tougher, so we are going to be in trouble at some point. But let's just take a look at what we are going to be able to do with these traps.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
So they're going to take a bunch of arrows, they're going to take a bunch of these spikes. So we are going to lose a bunch on the way. But we don't have so much traps left, so it is done. There is nothing else which is going to happen on the way. Yet we need to finish that. We are lacking a bit. We do have the door. Yes, we do have the door. So let's just send all my people into the guard room, so they're going to be ready. Can put 12 people in there already. And enemies are going to come. And they're all going to go and fight. I do not have all the necessary things though, but they are going to get a lot of damage here because we've got plenty of people which are going to be quite dangerous. Alright, do I have enough to give Talia Nah, don't have these yet. I also need to make the prison happen sooner. Ah, 500. It's not that much.
An island of evilness is being
Ah,
attacked.
come on. We need the evilness. We cannot. We're going to ask them to stop picking these things because this is not good. It's going to take so much time to deplete this vein. It's not going to be worth it.
An island of evilness.
Yeah, I know. And it is terrible. Okay, I was about to... no, I need more imps. I want to make this brewery happen, but I need more imps. It is the most important thing right now. Come on, guys. They're all walking here. Trying to make traps and stuff. I should just try to make more traps. Alright, let's see.
Enemies have entered the
I'm going to
dungeon.
burn my money though. Nah, I need more aims. Taking a bit of damage here. You know what, I should just try to send my guys behind them so I can actually damage. Come on. It's taking them too much time to raise. Oh, look at that. Okay. Soon there will be no more. Okay, fine. You've got a bunch of flags like these which are going to enable you to actually heal your creatures. And they're going to go on strike quickly, so I need to do this brewery soon. Yet, let's just begin with imps. We need more imps. It's going to allow us to produce more money. And so on. Can I go for another one? Yes, I can. Perfect. Now I can just spend a bit more money on this brewery now. And a bit more. Need to have enough space to make the machine happen, because without the brewery kettle, nothing is going to happen. It's going to just remain an empty room. Without purpose. And we need beer for these guys, so they're going to go on strike. 200. It's we cannot zoom out much more than that, which is it would have been useful to be able to do so, because we can zoom in. We can actually, I think we can actually just use a possession spell. Let's see, what if I was to no, not like that. But I'm pretty sure there is a way to... maybe it is another game, I don't know. I thought it was the case, but maybe I just need the spell, or maybe I cannot do it right away, but... I did not show it previously, but there is a little panel over there to actually use these trap and door construction menu and stuff, but it is much more efficient to just use the shortcuts. You can see the number of creatures which are possible to recruit. I've got a few more over there. We can also take a look at this panel, which is going to give you all the creatures you've got, how much, what level they are, and all these details. You can actually just sort them by different kind of monster, because there is demons, there is hordes, there is also undead. So it's going to be a bit different. I need to finish this traps, and you do not want to remain here, or you will be destroyed. Okay, now I should have enough money to make the brewery happen. Okay, and now the no, it's a kettle, I said.
Heyday.
There we go. We'll be able to begin to brew things. Do we have anybody on strike? It's definitely possible. Seems not to be the case, but the money is going to go down quickly. So we need to hurry and make more. Come on, imps. We need more money. I could slap them, but I'm not sure it's going to be very useful. Ah, we should be fine. there is enough money for my people. And soon there will be enough beer as well. When the cattle is going to be done. Okay, now that I don't need to worry too much about the salary, I got these guys kind of happy for now. We need to finish the little guard room over there. We're going to add a little drum on one of these corners. And which one? Need to rotate it a bit. I cannot rotate this, it's not cool. I would definitely love to be able to rotate this. Yet it is not going to happen, so I'm going to put it in the middle. It's not perfect, but it is going to work nonetheless. And let's see, I was searching for stuff here. Did I find any? Alright, so I need to keep improving the strength of my creatures because we are going to be in trouble soon. Why is there nothing behind? Strange. Okay, now I was also in need of more traps. I cannot let them just go through without taking more damage than that. And I've got enough box now. So what I need is money, mostly. See, we've got Zartok the Turf, which is actually working on these to make plenty of traps. He has even... Look at these goblins within armors. They are quite cool. We've got another one here. I'm quite convinced by the art style. It's working very well. I really like it. It's one of the strong points of the game.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Again. So I've got 2 mage, rangers, druids. Plenty of enemies here. We need more of these. I did not damage them enough. Let's just see. Okay, this array should not be done that way. We should actually just refill it. Alright. And I should probably do the same here when I'm going to be able to do so. Yet, oh, this is a trap. It's not going to be possible to bring it. Okay, let's just drop these here. It was a mistake. We've been taking a lot of damage, but it's going to prevent my trap to be in trouble. The warden is dead, quite dead. And I should, let's see. Nah, I'm going to keep my money for the imp. I wanted to just improve the level of Talia, but not going to happen. I need an imp first. Here we go. More imps, more money. I need to reclaim my island of idleness and need to do it right away before I'm getting attacked by more people. Okay. Okay, let's go. Okay, it's beginning to get serious enough. We've got some kind of army now. Yeah, they need to survive long enough to be able to go into more battles. Okay, seems to be able to handle that pretty well. They're not taking too much damage. Need more of these guys. I need to spend a bit of money on this. Okay, so we can recruit one more unit now. And we're going to go for maybe another one of these guys. They are quite tough and they are working well. I could go with more Nagas to keep them alive. Let's go with one more of these. Okay, so this place is now ours. We need to just go back. Okay, we've got plenty of beer, we've got plenty of box, plenty of chicken and ants here. And money is getting in, slowly but surely. So we need to make more traps, obviously. Okay, let's see. A bit like that. We need to add a bunch more of these.
By the way, our next project will be Dungeons, the live-action Dungeon Keeper strategy role-playing game.
So you can decrease the amount of times the narrator is going to interrupt you. It is possible in the option, just so you know. What I should do is refill a bit this area, and I could actually use a rolling stone to do a little bit of damage here. I'm going to remove that. Let's see. I don't want this trap, I want something different. I want a door to slow them down.
It's payday.
Alright. Then I will need more traps. I should also maybe refill this area. I will see. I was speaking about magic earlier, so I should just try to focus a bit on that to allow us to do a bunch of spells. I'm just going to refill this area for now, to keep things a bit clearer. And I wanted to do, let's see, I'm lacking a treasure room here. So maybe I'm going to do it here. A true treasure room here. And I could do maybe next to it. Maybe in this direction I could go for it. Okay, let's do it that way. We're going to add one room over there, which is going to be used to store my mana. Got a bit of these, so it's a good thing. I'm going to also, I cannot do the aim thing, but I'm going to give Talia a few shadow to summon. It's going to give us more chance to survive. Right, let's just make the treasure room here. Do not have enough money to do it properly, but it's going to be a beginning. And I need to check that they are still gathering money. Yes, we've got a bunch of areas which are over there. I've been maybe asking them to fill too much space for now. So they are busy doing it. And we're going to be attacked in a very little time, so I need to be careful. Got a bunch of traps. I should just remove Talia from being here because she's going to be killed. And it is going to happen quite quickly as heroes are going to enter the dungeon soon. Okay, we need more traps. Come on, hurry, guys. Okay, so we've got the treasure room, and I'm going to build the... Do I have it? No, I don't have it, so I need to research it. And to research it, I need to spend a bit of money here. Imps, I need more money. Come on. 10,000 here. And 11,000 here. Okay, got money. They are just not paying attention to it. If I had more spell, I could be able to boost these rooms so they can walk more efficiently, but I don't have the spell yet. I've got plenty of booze here. So our creature should just remain under control. Oh, we've got a strike here. Why are they striking? I need to sleep, so we are lacking sleeping space.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
It's not an issue. And why are they coming that way? It's going to be trouble because we are going to be attacked on the other direction soon. So I should probably just take care of them quickly. Oh, they're going to come right away, so I just don't need to worry too much. I'm going to fill the guard room and they're going to take care of them. Here they come. These engineers are summoning cannons to shoot us. We've got mage and stuff which are going to do a little bit of damage here. And the healers are behind. My healers are behind as well. And I was speaking about the shadows we can actually summon, which are over there. We've got quite a regular fight over there. We are leveling up as well. I need to build a prison though. Are we getting a bunch more traps? Yes, nice. I need to unlock more traps though. How much does it cost? It's not that expensive. Go for it. And now I've got the treasure here, and I need the boulder, but it is not going to be available yet. So we'll need to unlock more. How much does it cost? 250. Okay, it will be a bit later. Okay, we're going to get a few more traps, so we're going to be ready for when they're going to come for us. which is nice. But we'll need to add a bunch more traps on the other side. And I need to build a vortex, so let's just do it now. Okay, I do not have so much more mana, but we're going to try to build it nonetheless. And I was speaking about money, not mana. Mana is going to come later on, as we are going to unlock spells. We'll need to reclaim that. Yeah, I know.
One of your islands of evilness was captured.
And we are going to claim it. I assure you. Okay, do I want to wait for these troops to come toward us? Would have been better, I believe, but we're going to fight them here today. It's a shame I don't have any spell to actually increase their ability to punch these guys. I might be able to unlock them now. Wait a sec. I need to unlock the Arcanum first. Okay, let's do this. And I need simple spells and improved spells. While we're here, let's just claim this island of evilness. And let's just check on my spells now. Yes, I've got the demon strands. Come on, guys. It is time to go. Cannot let him just fight all alone. Are they coming? No, they are not, because they are stupid. Your buddy is going to die. Hopefully the healer are going to save him. I just give them another boost, so they can defeat this guy quite quickly. Okay, it's now ours. Let's just send them back home. It would have been a shame to lose an orc of this level that way. Okay, so now we've got a nice little area to stop them. We'll need to probably keep going because they're going to be quite stubborn and they're going to try to keep killing us. I'll just add a bunch more of these arrows. Can I just do it here as well? I would prefer to be able to do so. Yes, nice. Nice little corner over there. It's kind of a kill corridor. There you go. And throw me at the enemy. I might not do that. Anyway, I was about to keep building these rooms, and I need to finish the vortex here. It is too small here. And what is interesting with let's say rooms are oriented differently towards different let's say kind of monsters. We've got demons, undead, and orcs, and let's say demons are going to come back from the dead ones. They are going to be killed by enemies, so you need the right room to do so. And this room here should be filled with demons as soon as we are going to ask some. I don't have enough units, so let's just go with that. And we're going to try to bring one of these, except I do not have the money, but I will do it. And now we've got a few spells I did not speak about, just one as a matter of fact. So this one is quite handy because let's say you're going to go and explore the Otherworld. If you are too far from your Earth of Dungeon, you are being attacked, you can use this portal to just bring back all of your troops and protect your Earth of Dungeon, and you can just use the portal back to go back to where you were doing stuff. So these are quite useful. As I was saying earlier, the UI is working. It's not really good, but it's working. Because you need to go back to this thing to select each spell. It would have been easier if you had some kind of shortcut bar or something. Still, I'm playing on a press version, so it might be changed when it's going to be released. It is important to notice it nonetheless. And as a matter of fact, I think between versions, things which were really not good at first has been improved, so it's definitely possible that it's going to change. Okay, so now we're beginning to harvest enough money to maybe add a few more imps. And let's see, I can also unlock the lecture hall, which is going to be probably something I'm going to do so I can show you. I need more imps. Yes, I need more imps. I always need more imps. And we're going to unlock the library so I can show you what kind of upgrade we can unlock when we got it. So, let's see, I think this room is too small. It seems to not be the case. I just don't have the recruits I need. Okay, so we need to add a lecture hall somewhere. Anywhere. Maybe it's going to be in this direction. It needs to be big enough so we can make things work properly. So we're going to maybe do it here. It seems, let's say, unnatural to just... no, there is... Nah, we're not going to do that. Let's just do it here. It seems to be big. Because if I want to increase the size of the Tinkerer workshop here, I need to have some space. Oh, what did we find? A book here, which is a book, Explosive Demon Attack. Seems interesting. So I need to give it to a demon. It will be more efficient. But I need to have a demon first. And I should be able to hire one here. Nice. Our first demon. Sheer Aned here. Just give him the book. Right. The demon booster. Seems quite interesting. But these guys are ranged, so they are not supposed to be close range. So if enemy just get too close, they might just go boom. Alright, I was about to do the lecture room, so let's just do it now. It's quite expensive though. Can I just wait a little bit more? Alright. It's still too small, I think, but we are going to be able to begin to research a few things. Is it possible already? No, it is not done. Not done yet. This room is too small. Yes, it is too small. Yet, not for long.
It's payday.
Oh, come on, I made a mistake.
Enemies have entered the
We don't have any more money. Yet, these guys are going to take a bit of time to... Okay, the door is done. Look at that. It's pretty. They're taking damage. Not all of them. Some are immune, seemingly, to these. But some might die. So, yes, no more bombardiers, so we are not going to get any more ranged enemies. I just send all of my troops in the guard room. So they're going to protect the place a bit. We need to repair that, but they are going to do it automatically. Oh, they're just making brief stop to heal. I need more defense. This is too easy to enter here. Let's take a look. Wait, I'm going to add a second door. It's not... It's far from perfect, but it is better than nothing. And we need to keep building this area. So do we have enough now to improve creatures? Yes, we do. So if you... I was speaking about the Naga earlier, so you can see that if I've got enough heaviness and money, I can actually just unlock plenty of interesting skills, like being able to shoot further, being able to use healing hands and stuff. It's going to increase healing rates by 50%. It's quite good. You know what? Let's go. And it's going to be possible with rooms and creatures. Let's just take a look at these. So I can store more gold in there. I can store more boxes. I can improve, I can unlock new traps here. So there is plenty of cool things which are going to be available here. And so on. It's also possible with other units and stuff. Let's see, you can increase also stats of the dungeon earth. You can regenerate it faster. So there's plenty of cool stuff you can do with this. They won't go through. It is not possible for them to go through right now. Because the Naga are just healing a lot faster, so we should be able to prevent people from dying. I mean, not that guy, which I'm going to bring back here to save him. But we need to finish these novice and priestess. They are dealing a lot of damage here. Come on, just... Oh, somebody fooled. You know what? I should just give them a little boost here. I've been sloppy. Come on guys, just finish them. I don't know why this swordsman... Oh, it's a swordmaster. It's why his sword's so tough. And these are not helping. Oh, could I maybe... I should have dropped somebody behind. Let's just take a look. I'm losing units. Alright. But we are going to survive this. Okay, so let's keep going. We've got plenty of building we did not actually build. I'm not sure we're going to go much further today, so let's see. I did not speak about these. I think these are quite good. You can improve your units infinitely. You just need to have the right amount of evilness and money. And each time you're going to use this skill, you're going to increase their life, damage, and spell resistance, which might be useful in multiplayer. I don't know. I've been playing only solo, so it's definitely possible. And we've got quite a bunch of other rooms. I'm going to just unlock more of these imps, and I will need to improve them at some point. Okay, are we actually managing to deplete these gold then? A bit, but not too quickly. It seems this area is also being worked on. Let's just finish this room quickly. We've got also the vortex, which might be no, it's finished, so we can go for the arcanum. This one is going to allow creatures like the demons to actually give you mana, so it's quite handy. And what I should try to focus would probably be let's see, what could I unlock quickly right now. The graveyard is going to require some money, and the prison, okay, it's within my reach. I think I could just show you that quickly, maybe. 1000, it's going to be soon the case. We need more traps here. It is definitely not sufficient, and we do not have a variety of trap, which is interesting enough yet. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to try to unlock quickly the prison here as a graveyard first, which is going to enable us to have a undead character. And I'm going to try to find a place to put it. Let's see. Maybe around here. There is enough space, I think. We do have enough money. It's rising quite quickly now. Just refill these two areas here. Come on guys, hurry! We've got a prison to build whenever the graveyard is going to be built. So we'll be able to bring all the heroes we are going to capture here. I could make a space here for the prison as well. Oh, what did we found? They're going to attack this island of evilness, which is going to be trouble. Yet we don't really care. Not so much. It's going to be easy to reclaim. Okay, so basically there is some kind of hideout for each of these faction, and graveyard is going to be the one for the undead.
Those guys at Realmforge are so desperate that they're even saying in their games that they're looking for experienced programmers. Oh, that's so pathetic.
I was saying, it's just putting you out of the game. I don't like it. Okay, so we've got a graveyard which is going to be almost finished. I'm going to take a look at how much I need to unlock the prison. Oh, it's unlockable already. I just finish the graveyard, well, we'll just build the prison, and then I will just try to launch an assault with all the creature I've got on the... Oh! We are being attacked. Let's just see, did we lose it? Oh, we got a new creature here, thanks to the graveyard, Banshee, which is using plenty of area of effect spell. We're not losing creature, strange. Let's just use a bit of magic to make these guys more efficient. Let's, I need to really do the prison now because it's going to enable me to store a bunch of heroes.
Island of evilness is being attacked.
Okay, I can just do it all.
You have lost one of your islands of evilness to the enemy.
Yep, I know. Okay, the prison is going to be done. Let's see. Are we done with the fight? Yes, and we are still alive, so it's even better. We're going to drag these heroes to the prison. And we've got monsters which are quite powerful now. It's good to see. We've got a little prison which is going to store 12 prisoners. And we can also store them into the graveyard, which is going to give us fresh units as well.
Enemies
Nice.
have entered the dungeon.
Now we've got zombies as well. Alright. I wonder if they're going to bring it in the graveyard first, or if they're going to bring it to the prison first. Seems to me the prison is a bit further, but we'll see. I need a bigger guard room at some point. Anyway, speaking about going and attacking the base, so this is going to be the last thing I'm going to do. We're going to do an assault, but we need to finish these guys first. So I'm going to let them come. So I'm going to try to deal with this little guard room, and we'll just go then. But first thing first, let's just build one more room. Because I've got already this place for my demons, but I can actually do something more. I'm going to keep a bit of space to increase the size of this room, but I'm going to make this place better. And we're going to do the second demon room here, which is going to enable us to gather mana. Because we don't have so much. And we're not going to be able to do any spell with it. Which is a shame. Okay, so let's just do an Arcanium here. I need a bit of space because I'm going to require I'm going to be required to make mana shrine, which are taking a bit of space. I should have a little bit more space now. Nah, maybe not. Oh, I'm just lacking one more row, and I could be able to do 4 of these. Okay, is the fight done? Let's give them boosts. Alright, let's just keep going. Do not have the space yet, I believe. No, I don't. But soon. It's going to be possible. Let's just rotate this thing, so it's going to be in the same direction. And we need to finish out that way. So my demon are going to walk here when they're going to be done with their duty. And now what we need to do is to take all of our units. Can I recruit more? That's one more of the... Alright, let's just take them all. We're going to exit the dungeon and we're going to kill them all in an assault. Against the good. Last assault.
Command me.
Just take them all with F2. And we're going to reclaim the Island of Evilness first, and then we'll just try to smash their door. Or should we just go that way? Probably that way, it's going to be much more interesting here. We've been taking this Island of Evilness a lot of times, so it's not the best thing to do. Here we go, we've got a bunch of these guys just camping over there. We're going to make short work of them. I'm going to even use a bit of this spell to help them do it faster. There we go. Let's keep going, we've got more work to do here. You might even be able to see the boss, it's not too far. I think we can actually access it, it's over there. Let's keep going. I forgot a few units. No, I didn't. These are the shadows. Okay, we've got guard over there. Let's go for them. And what I might want to do is to spend a bit of money to make my creature better, so let's just try to use that a bit.
Take that, you worm!
Not much better, but 5% more is always useful. Especially when you are going to die soon. I could also do a quick retreat with the portal if I'm in trouble. Oh, here's the boss. As I was saying, there is plenty of references which are not welcomed, like Grimly. Okay. I do not have enough mana to give them a boost, but it's going to slaughter us. Seems really tough. I need my... Let's see if these are going to be healing, because I need to heal quite a bit. I need these people to stay alive if you want to be able to kill him. And can I maybe recruit more units to bring them in reinforcement? Not now. I'm lacking units, he's quite tough. Oh, what happened? I think we took a bit of damage here. The zombies are not going to handle that well. Oh, I might be able to finish that game actually. Okay, if she was to summon creatures, yes, good. Much better, matter of fact. He might die. Let's take a look. 200 in damage. Okay, he's quite a hero here. And here it dies. So, alright, so I didn't expect to be able to finish the game, but it is done. So guys, I hope you liked the video. If you do, please leave a like, a comment or subscribe. And I'll see you next one, guys. Have fun!